All right, good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the Planning Commission meeting for the City of Indio on October 23rd, 2024 at 6 p.m. to order. If we could please have roll call.
Commissioner Rodriguez Ceja,
Present.
Commissioner Isiano,
Present.
Commissioner Fajardo,
Present.
Vice Chairperson Lopez,
Present.
Chairperson Franz.
Present. Thank you. We could please have a Pledge of Allegiance. Nico, do you mind leading? Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, now we'll move on to item number 3, public comment for items not on the agenda. Do we have any?
There are none.
Okay, seeing none, we'll go ahead and close the public comment. And we'll move on to item number 4, minutes for the September 11th, 2024 meeting. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve minutes from September 11th.
I'll go ahead and second the motion.
We can have roll call, please.
Commissioner Rodriguez Ceja,
Yes.
Commissioner Isiano,
Yes.
Commissioner Fajardo,
Yes.
Vice Chairperson Lopez,
Yes.
Chairperson Franz.
If I remember correctly, I was
You were
absent,
absent,
so I
yes.
will abstain. Motion carries. Thank you. We'll go ahead and move on to item number 5, public hearing, 5.1, proposing a specific plan amendment and zoning district amendment. Thank you.
Good evening, Chair Franz and Commissioners. My name is Jose Luis Jara, Assistant Planner with the City of Indio, and I'm here to present the proposed Highway 111 Corridor Specific Plan Amendment. Case file number Plan-SP-24-003. Little context, the Highway 111 Corridor Specific Plan was adopted by City Council about 2 years ago in September of 2022. Its purpose is to guide development along this major corridor with the goal of creating a vibrant mixed-use area that supports both residential and commercial growth. This amendment was initiated by the Community Development Department in response to feedback from property owners of 10 parcels at the southwest corner of Requa Avenue and Flower Street. These parcels are currently zoned Neighborhood General, which the property owners stated that it limits their ability to pursue more flexible and dynamic development opportunities. As you may recall, we held a project consultation with the Planning Commission about a year ago on June 14th of 2023. During that consultation, the property owners expressed those concerns, again, that restricted their ability to pursue the diverse uses for their respective properties. In response, we're proposing to rezone these parcels from neighborhood general to mixed-use corridor, which allow for a broader range of development possibilities, including residential, commercial, and mixed use. Little overview. So on this slide here, you can see the boundaries of the Highway 111 Corridor Specific Plan. It spans along Highway 111, of course, and starts from Jefferson, approximately around Jefferson, all the way to Calhoun, Indio Boulevard area. The subject properties for this amendment are located along the eastern portion of the corridor, and you can see it's highlighted in that red dotted rectangle to the right of your screen. The properties for the proposed amendments are located again southeast corner of Requa and Flower. Again, 10 properties you see there in the yellow dots that we're here for, and then most of the uses within that subject site is a little mix of some commercial and some light industrial uses like your mechanic shop, and then just other retail. Surrounding the area, there is a storage facility to the east. To the south, there is a vacant fitness gym building. And then to the east, there is commercial and residential uses. And then north, that it's outside the specific plan boundary, but north of the site is, again, more commercial uses within multi-tenant buildings. So again, as I mentioned, the existing zoning is zoned as neighborhood general. Right there you see in that red rectangle. The yellow lines represent the boundary of the specific plan. So to the south is all Highway 111 corridor specific plan. And then to the north, you will see there is a mixed-use neighborhood zoning designation for that multi-tenant building area I was talking in the previous slide, and then as well as the downtown specific plan. But immediate, back to the corridor specific plan, the Highway 111, immediately to the east, you can see it's zoned mixed-use corridor. To the south, it's mixed-use corridor as well. And then to the east, you have neighborhood general. And this is the proposed zoning, again, changing it to mixed-use corridor. Again, consistent with its surroundings to the south and then to the east, and then as well as to the north outside the specific plan. One of the key aspects of this amendment is that it is consistent with the city's general plan, which designates this area as mixed-use neighborhood. The general plan is typically your long-range kind of designation of what this area is going to be used for and what it's going to be developed. So within the general plan, it envisions that this area is a vibrant, walkable community where residential, commercial, and public spaces come together. By aligning the zoning with this vision, we are ensuring that future developments could contribute to a dynamic and livable neighborhood for both residents and businesses. So the proposed amendment is exempt under the California Environmental Quality Act, also known as CEQA. This project complies with CEQA Guidelines Section 15061, subsection B, which is also known as the common sense exception, as the change does not involve any immediate physical alterations to the site, meaning that there's no potential for significant environmental impacts. Additionally, I want to add that since the project remains within the scope of the 2019 General Plan Final Environmental Impact Program, also known as a FEIR, and is consistent with it, there's no new environmental impacts that are anticipated. It's important to note that any future development on these parcels would still need to undergo a separate environmental review to ensure compliance with the city standards and also CEQA. After review, staff has determined that the proposed amendment is consistent with the city's general plan. Also that it has been processed in accordance with the City of Indio Unified Development Code and has demonstrated compliance with CEQA. Lastly, all future developments is subject to the standards within the Highway 111 corridor specific plan and CEQA as well. In conclusion, if the proposed resolution is adopted today, the amendment will move forward to the City Council for consideration. Therefore, staff recommends that the Planning Commission adopt resolution number 2099, recommending the approval of case file number Plan-SP-24-003, to the City of Indio City Council. Thank you for your time, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. Any questions of staff at this time?
Jose, just for the sake of the public process, could you maybe walk us through what allowable uses would be permitted with the new designation? And then are we restoring some of that to what already exists? So maybe if you could just, dive in a little more into that.
Yeah, excuse me. For the allowable uses, it is a quite comprehensive list of allowable uses and prohibited uses or conditionally permitted uses. That was in page 16 of the staff report. That is, I believe you guys have maybe an enlarged version in front of you. I would be happy to maybe answer some specific ones, but like I mentioned, it is quite a long list of uses that are changing. So.
Sorry, excuse me. Kendra Reeve, Principal Planner. Just to point out some key ones that may be found in that Eastern Gateway corridor area. So under Neighborhood General, auto and vehicle rental would not be allowed, but under mixed use neighborhood, that use would be allowed with a conditional use permit. Same for auto and vehicle washing and detailing. So there's just some more auto related uses, some eating and drinking establishment uses that would not be allowed under Neighborhood General that would be allowed under mixed use neighborhood. I know that some of the property owners are in attendance tonight, so they can maybe speak to that a little bit more about what they're envisioning for their current properties, what their concerns were if their currently prescribed zoning were to stay the same, just to touch on those topics a little bit more. But just as an overall general topic area, some auto uses, some dining uses, some distillery uses, more of those commercial operations.
Any other questions? Nope. Okay. Does the applicant want to present?
In this case, the staff is the
Yeah,
applicant
okay,
for these
that's right.
changes.
It's been a while. I'm
We
slow.
do, I don't know if this is during the public comment review
No,
or.
if that's it, then we'll
Yeah.
go ahead and open the public hearing and
Thank
we can hear from the public. But thank you. Okay, we'll go ahead and open the public hearing. Do we have any requests to speak?
We have none.
We have none?
Yes. Want to give you a few minutes to do that?
Go ahead and come up. You can fill it up as you get done. Yeah. You have things to do, I'm sure.
There you go. Testing. Good afternoon, everyone, and evening. Thank you for taking another opportunity to listen to our requests and our petitions. As you can see, everybody that is affected by this new change is willing to support the cause and show up at any given time. So thank you guys for supporting us. The staff, thank you so much for being so patient with us. And the plan was adopted 2 years ago, and 3 months into the plan of being adopted, I walked into the City of Indio to propose a new business, and that's when we found out that we had all been affected by this new change. In the slides, you can see that the block was divided into two, one mixed-use corridor and then the other, which is neighborhood. And as a matter of fact, the block to our west is also all commercial and was impacted by this change. And, that might be something you guys can look into in the future if that's the case. We do have plans for businesses to grow, and with this new plan, we have been limited and almost kind of tied by the hands for growth, specifically because there are just so many limitations. Most of our crew here, they wouldn't be able to expand their current businesses. Some of them have been in business for over 20 years, making history within the City of Indio. We have the, Sunbird RV, the only RV out here in the East End who has been affected by that too. A couple of automotives as well. And, we really want to move forward and expand, and the only way of doing so is by allowing or having that permit from you guys and council. Any questions?
No, thank you. We appreciate it.
Anybody else? No?
They're all agreeing.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, if there's no more public requests, we'll go ahead and close the public hearing. And we might have some questions for staff. And I probably have a question. Literally, I can see where it was just divided in half, right? Because there was a little housing over here and some commercial over there, and just kind of how it worked out. It doesn't seem like there's any major reason not to realign the lines, unless there's something I'm not seeing. Is there anything else you guys could add to maybe make sure that my decisions are going in the right direction?
Unfortunately, that was done prior to my arrival with the city. Based on all the files that we have and everything that I've been able to see, or we've been able to find, we are unsure of what the intent was for that, other than they were just trying to create more neighborhood serving amenities in that area. Kevin, also, former Director Snyder, also said that that may have been an oversight, but I'm not entirely sure just because this went into effect after the current planning staff had joined the city of Indio.
Thank you. Anything else? Any other questions? No? All right, then I guess we'll go ahead and deliberate. Anything we want to talk about, or do I have a motion?
I'll just make a comment and commend all of the small business owners that showed up, paid attention. I love that we're all getting involved in the civic process, and this is exactly, these are living documents that are to serve our community, and you are the heartbeat of our community, and your contribution is meaningful. And so I just want to thank you all for making the time. Thank you for your leadership guiding us through this and identifying areas where we can improve. And hopefully this is also a call to action for the rest of the city. Maybe there are things that we didn't get correct the first time around, and this is why we need to be closely observing and be participating in the planning process. So thank you all for showing up tonight. And if there are no more comments, I'm ready to make a motion. Okay. I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 2099, approving a specific plan amendment, case file plan SP 230003.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, if we can have roll call, please.
Commissioner Rodriguez Ceja,
Yes.
Commissioner Isiano,
Yes.
Commissioner Fajardo,
Yes.
Vice Chairperson Lopez,
Yes.
Chairperson Franz.
Yes,
Motion carries.
and I'm very excited to see what you all are planning. So we'll look forward to that. And thank you to staff for working with our community and hopefully getting this one right. Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll go ahead and move on to item 5.2, and it looks like this is a request for a continuance to a period uncertain. Is that correct?
This item was included inadvertently, so please ignore it. Yeah.
In that case, we'll ignore it. Thank you. Nice evening. Okay, then we'll go ahead and move on to item number 6, action items. I see none. Study session items, I see none. Commissioner comments, do we have any?
I have one. I don't know if you can answer this question. I know there's been a lot of talk on social media and throughout the community. Are we doing away with Burger Box, or is that still? I have to ask that question. The Burger Box, there's been in that whole little area. I don't know if I'm allowed to ask that question, but that's just.
Not that I'm aware of. We haven't, as far as I know, we haven't gotten any plans regarding redevelopment of that area or a new business license or anything like that. So not that I am aware of.
Okay, it's just been a staple in our community. I know my parents went on their first date there. So I know, and I even tried to go get like a sandwich there the other day, and it was a long line. It was good to see that because, we drive by Indio Boulevard all the time, but I know that's like one of the burning questions, and people are saying yes and no, but I just had to ask that question.
I can look into it more and get back to you guys with a more definitive answer on that, but as far as I know, I haven't heard anything, but that's not to say that there isn't something that's going on. But I'll look into it and let you guys know.
Yeah. My comment question is also food related. I'm getting a lot of questions about the In-N-Out and the Canes over there at the Palms, and also the Chick-fil-A over by the golf course. I see, I know we tore down the golf course clubhouse, if that's what you wanted to call it, and they're working on proceeding from there, but I haven't seen much, in that lot where the other businesses were set to go.
The In-N-Out site and the Raising Cane site ran into some electrical issues, but they were able to get those resolved, and they have begun grading and construction, and we're hoping to have them up and running soon. And then as for the Chick-fil-A Dutch Bros project, they are also still in the process of ironing out their final details with IID and getting all their landscape plans approved through this process, and their signage requirements as well. So they're in the works. We're hoping that they're going to start getting to construction soon, but they're definitely on their way.
Is that process with IID to be expected now for next several years for any or most projects, new projects coming to areas where there's not existing infrastructure?
Well, the City of Indio has taken steps to form the Joint Powers Authority to start to build a more resilient and redundant electrical infrastructure. So the parts have been ordered for the 4 substation areas. So 2 of them are expansions, 2 of them are new substations. So that is in the works. We're hoping to see some relief with the electrical capacity issues as those start to come online. So hopefully not in the future, but in the meantime, we are working in partnership with IID to come up with creative strategies to help get these developers energized.
Thank you, Kendra.
I was gonna say that one of the great things about the JPA, we get to own all of it, right? Pretty much. After it's said and done, we'll get to own that infrastructure, right?
We'll have to look into that a little bit more. I'm not sure on the full parameters of that, but yes, it's great. It's a great collaborative partnership that we have with them.
I have some couple comments. Just wanted to compliment the city with the landscaping that we see going into different areas that, at least since I've been a resident in Indio for quite some time, it's nice to see those areas beautified. Makes for a better entrance into the city. I would only hope to expect, though, for those communities that may not necessarily be, HOA-based communities, that some perimeter landscaping be looked at as well for the residents of our city as well. So thank you.
I just wanted to say I had the pleasure of attending the State of the City a couple of weeks ago, and it was just really exciting to see all the great work that has gone into the city, and being a longtime resident, just seeing that growth. But I just want to thank everyone on staff, because I know none of that could be possible without your dedication and your contribution helping us move all that work forward. So I just want to say thank you to all of you, and congratulations to the City of Indio for all the great work and all the things that are ahead.
Great. I just have one comment. Most of you have heard me talk about the train car that is coming to Indio. This has been going on for so long that it started to feel like a dream. The car is supposed to arrive at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. It will be placed on the tracks on the museum property Friday morning at 7. And then we're going to work on restoring the interior, which is going to be super cool. So I just thought I'd let you all know that is no longer a dream. It is going to be here. Thank you very much. Any other comments, staff items?
I just want to echo what Commissioner Rodriguez-Ceja was saying. So we appreciate the gratitude, and I also want to thank you guys for all the work that you do as well to get a lot of these projects approved and built. So I know we've been really busy with all the work that's going on, but none of it would be able to get approved or work through unless you guys were here. So we really thank you for that, and we thank you for taking the time out of your busy work schedules to be here with us. It means a lot to the city.
Jackie, did you have something?
My biggest thing here. We're still not getting invitations to some of the groundbreakings and ribbon cuttings. So I don't know. I know that there have been some changes to staff, and so I don't know how we get back on there again, or if it's a chamber thing, but I understand the city's doing their own now. But if we can please get on that.
Yeah, so the city has taken it over from the chamber. So Carl and I have talked with our economic development department. They're the ones that kind of are the leaders of that. So since we haven't had a director, a lot of that communication has been missed, unfortunately. But we have worked with our economic development department on that, and then I believe Paulina is going to be sending them out to you guys as we receive them. But I'll continue to send them out if I get any as well, so then that way you guys can be at these groundbreakings for the businesses that you guys help get approved and up and running.
And also, Kevin had said he would work on maybe getting the commissioner staff some nice Indio polos or something that we could wear to these groundbreakings, should we be invited to one. That would be awesome.
Yeah. I will make
We would love to represent our city
I will
at these
make
events.
sure to continue on that effort that Kevin started and get you guys some India swag.
Like
Yeah.
a sticker on our shirts or something.
If there's nothing else, then we'll go ahead and adjourn at, what time is this? 6:25 p.m. and we're adjourning to our next regularly planned meeting on November 13th. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice evening.